We're here in a construction zone because Coach Ryan Day, his office is being redone here at Ohio State. And I just sort of love that. You have a very specific reason why you're changing your offense that's inclusive to your players. Tell us why you want your players coming in here.
Yeah, so right behind us is our locker room, and then this door is right here. And so, you know, our guys come through back and forth every day. And what I want to do is kind of build more of a living room feel here. And so we're going to have couches that are right here. We have the fireplace on this side, and then my desk will be right over here. And so I want the guys to be able to feel like they can walk right in, sit here, watch TV, and relax, and kind of have that living room feel.
So how does that liken back to your playing days and dealing with coaches and wanting to make sure that they know that this is a comfortable space for them to be in?
Yeah, I think when you look at the last 20 to 30 years of coaching and football, times have changed, kids have changed, the generations have changed for a lot of reasons. Some good, maybe not so good, but it is what it is. And so I think growing up, thinking back on my days there, it wasn't the same. And so, you walked in and the head football coach is kind of an intimidating figure, and you walked in and you kind of were on pins and needles, and I don't want that. I want to make sure, and I think these kids nowadays more than ever need a head coach that's approachable, that they can talk to, that can be there for them, whatever they need.
Everybody's welcome in this space. You're not in trouble if you're in here. You're welcome.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And I think, again, having the couches here, the locker room feel, the living room feel right where the locker room is here, and guys being able to be in here, even maybe when I'm not in here. I mean, this is their room too, and I think that'll help with that feel.
Let's talk about those players, because I just heard you in your press conference, and you were saying it's still a quarterback competition, and the 3 quarterbacks we just talked to, they're all transfers. It's like they're all kind of getting used to the system, and you're going through that growth period. So walk us through offensively what you need to see from them and what you have seen from them.
Yeah, I think when you look so far at preseason, the offense is kind of won one day, the defense is won another day, so it's been back and forth, which is really good and healthy. I think when you look at the quarterback position, they're so green, they're so new, and the quarterback position in college football right now is such a sensitive issue, and so we adapted the best we could, and so we have some great young guys in there, and so they've done a good job of learning, but they still have to play the game. When you're practicing, something that happens is you think you're just going to run the next play, and it's on to the next play, but that doesn't happen in a game. And so in the scrimmage today, I think we're going to go back and watch the film and realize that sometimes you got to make good decisions to just manage the game, and I think once guys learn to do that, then one of those guys will emerge.
Okay, you got some guys on your defensive front. There was juice out there. Not everybody practiced today. I know you're saving people, but juice and bodies. And I was like, okay, defensive line, I see you. You lost some guys, but you've got a good nucleus. What have you seen from them?
Yeah, the defensive line is, led by Larry Johnson, who's done an unbelievable job recruiting. Those kids know they're getting better every day, and that's such a motivating factor for those guys. When you come in every day and you know you're going to get better, it's such a motivator. And, then energy is a huge part of it. Energy equals production. We know that. We believe in that. And so we want to bring energy every day. And again, it's contagious. And so, again, Larry and the D-line do a great job. Al and the linebackers. Al Washington has really done a good job with those guys. That's a long, athletic, explosive group. And then Jeff's doing an unbelievable job in the back end. So it's an exciting group. And I think that defense really has something to prove. And you feel that every day when they come to work. Okay,
you're the head coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes, but I feel like not everyone knows who Ryan Day is. Like, I think he's the chillest coach.
Tell your story.
My first interaction with Ryan Day before kickoff of the TCU game, he's taking interim head coach, for the game, and we're coming down to him, but we're having to wait for like 2 extra minutes. And usually head coaches get antsy. I'm like, sorry, coach, I apologize. We got to wait another minute. He's like, I'm chilling. It's fine. And I'm like, yes, thank you so much. And I just relax. Like, we're going to get through this game together, and it's going to be great. But I love that about you, and I want to know where that comes from, because it's not really typical from what we see all over the
Sure. No, and that was a big moment, a big spot, on the road. And
maybe the biggest you've been in ever
Period.
To date. And you're like, I'm chilling.
And it's part of the reason why you're here now.
Yeah. Well, I believe that really the stress you should feel is during the week. It's now.
Yeah.
It's preparing your guys. Because once you get to the moment, the hay's in a barn, and they got to go play.
Right.
And so, I feel the stress now. I feel the stress during the week of a game week, Tuesday, Wednesday, making sure that the guys are prepared and they're ready to go. Because by the time you get to the game, they got to play. You got to give them a good plan. You got to get out of their way. And then by putting stress on them, it doesn't do them any good.
Yeah.
You want to build confidence. You want them to be, at a state where they can go play as fast as they can and not worry about the head coach being nervous, and being intense and playing fast. No, and that's part of it. And everybody has their different styles, but that's my style, and I'm going to keep going with it.
Okay, last question. As we get to know you, I'm looking forward to get to know you. I don't know you well, but I'm already all in because I've seen some stuff today that impressed me. But what is your why? What is the why of Ryan Day that's going to trickle over into the Buckeyes?
Well, I think the thing that I just grew up my whole life is competing. You know, my wife would tell you sometimes we'll play games as a family and board games or whatever, and like I'm going against the kids and I have to win every time. You know, she thinks it's like a sickness.
Shoots and ladders right now.
Right.
And the kids are this big.
That's it. That's it. And so just very, very competitive. Love in terms of just the rush of competing at the highest level, and also love being around great kids and great people. And this doesn't feel like a job when you come to a place like Ohio State. Our team is unbelievable. They have great kids and a great culture, and when you can build a family, it can be all one. You know, it doesn't have to just be football and then your family separate. When it's all together and it's all one, I think it's really cool. I think it's a great experience for your family and your kids to be a part of it. Like I think you saw today, a lot of the coaches' families were here, the kids were here. What a cool way to grow up. And so now we have to win some games. That's all part of this thing. We understand that, but along the way, we can have fun and make it fun for the kids, make it fun for the family. So.
Well, we love the way that you're building your program, the Ryan Day Ohio State program, and your office.
Building your office.
We love the living room
when it's done.
And we love the fact that we can already hear the music coming from the locker room. Like the kids are getting hyped.
You're connecting with your kids right here.
You'll
spatially,
always know.
Right?
That's it.
Visually, spatially. That's what
right.
it's about.
Yeah.
You may even see me somewhere on Twitter doing a little dance here in a couple of
Perfect.
days. Yeah,
What
so we might have to
can you dance?
No. But
Good.
So,
Even better. We'll wait.
My wife may kill me for even trying to do it, but we'll see though.
We will patiently wait.
Coming to a screen near you.
Boom.
Hello, everyone. It's Ariel Hawani. I just came here to thank you for watching our ESPN YouTube channel. It's the best. You know what else is the best? The ESPN app. You can get highlights, analysis, all that stuff and more. And if you want premium content and live streaming sports, there's only one place for all of that. It's ESPN Plus.